All right, Jonathan, we have a special segment where we need to write a console application to pick the winner of the raffle for the month of June.
Yes, we have the raffle.
And we also have a guest with us who is an experienced developer. We actually worked together at one point at a company about 10 years ago. And we've kept in touch ever since. And he's going to be helping us out to write this application. So here's what I think are the requirements, but I'm going to let you guys also chime in. So what we did is we dropped the ball on the announcement of the raffle, and our announcements went out a little late in the month of June. So what we did is we just went ahead and opened it up, and we're taking all the subscribers that are on Jonathan's channel that listen to Road to Code that have joined even before Road to Code was created. And so we have 167, 168, more or less.
There's 744.
Subscribers?
Sorry, 144.
Oh, I was going to say 100. All right. So what we're going to do is, here's what I imagine how this would work is we put all the names into a text file. And so, the first name would be, obviously line 1. So they would be assigned number 1. The second name would be assigned number 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Then would just be a plain text file. Nothing fancy. We create a file in text in Notepad, and then we save it. And we're gonna write a program that's gonna open up that file, and it's gonna generate a random number between 1 and however many are in the list. So we have 144, you said?
Yep.
144. So it'll be between 1 and 144. We'll go ahead and generate a random number between that. And it's going to go to that specific line and pull that name out, and it's going to display it on the screen and say, here's your winner. Pretty simple. Pretty easy.
Let's
Jeff, I'm expecting a vote of confidence from you here.
I'm very confident as always.
Very confident. Yeah. I told Jonathan earlier, I was like, we'll figure out how to do it as we're recording. We may end up with like 10 episodes, but we're okay.
And this is in C#?
C#, yeah. We're going to be using C#. So Jonathan, why don't you go ahead and share your screen?
Okay.
And open up Visual Studio while you're at it.
Oh, you have to enable it for me.
Oh, sorry about that. Share screen. Go ahead.
All right. This is the text file.
So on line 115, you have a person called K.
Oh. Yes, there is a person called K.
Oh, wow. And then if you scroll down, I saw another single letter.
No, that was it.
No? Okay. All right. So these are the names. Oh, you want to remove that space from Ian Pera? All right, cool. And let's go ahead and save this.
Am I on? Did you
well, because you're our guest, you automatically get one, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I was going to see. If I'm on here, you might want to remove me.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, he didn't include you.
Okay.
But no, you're good. You're good. All right. So let's launch Visual Studio, and we'll go through the whole proper method of creating a little application. So go ahead and create a new project, Jonathan. And we're going to start with, can you type up on top of the search, can you search for empty solution or blank solution, I think? So let's replace that hello world with, no, just the hello world inside, yeah. Let's replace the hello world with the winner of the R2C raffle for the month of And then we're going to use string interpolation. So remember, we got to put the $ in the beginning of the quotes. And then we use the curly square, the curly bracket. Yeah. So in here, the way that we're going to get the month that we're going to run, because we're going to run this same application over and over at the end of the month, right? We're going to use a, let's go ahead and put a space between the F and the curly brace so that it's going to be a word that comes in there. And we're going to use date time. So go ahead and type in date time and watch out for your IntelliSense. So you can just select that right one. Yep. Dot now. So we want like right now, like where are we at right now? Dot toString. And then go ahead and open up parentheses. And then inside the parentheses, open up double quotes. And then inside the double quotes, we're going to do 4 M's, capital M's. And that's just going to give us the month. So let's save this and let's just see where we're at here. Let's go ahead and run this. So the winner of the R2C raffle for the month of June. And I would say that after June, we should probably put is, and then colon, and then a space, and then we'll pick the name after. Space. Oh yeah, go ahead and fix your spelling. Is, and then colon, and then a space. And yeah, you got a capital A in Raffle. You might want to fix that as well. And then so what we'll do is we'll insert the name on another console. Okay. So let's go ahead and run this and see what it looks like. All right. All right. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 1 line of code, 99 more to go. All right. So we need to open up that text file, right? And for this text file, just to make it easy and simple, let's go ahead and right click on the project on the random picker, right click on it. And let's add a new item. And then we're going to look for, scroll down, see if you find text file.
Yeah.
There you go. Select text file. And then replace that name, text file 1, replace that with, I don't know, what do you call them? Candidates? Are they candidates or are they, what are they?
Yeah, I would call them candidates.
All right, we'll do candidates. And go ahead and add that. And so let's go and grab, copy all that text into here. The name, yeah, Control A, and then Control C, and then Control V into this puppy here. And go ahead and save this. So there's our line numbers, right? Now we got line numbers. So those are going to be our numbers. 1. So we need to pick a random number between 1 and 144. Good so far?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and save this. And what we need to do is, because it's a text file, it's not part of any type of program, and the compiler knows it's just text. We need to copy it into where the executable is located. So right click on that candidates.txt and go to properties. And we're going to change, you see the copy to output? We're going to select the down arrow on do not copy. And we're going to say copy always. So this way it just copies it right into where the executable is being compiled. So that way we don't have to go search for it anywhere. All right. All right. Let's go back to the code. Oh yeah, go ahead and fix your spelling. Is, and then colon, and then a space. And yeah, you got a capital A in Raffle. You might want to fix that as well. And then so what we'll do is we'll insert the name on another console. Okay. So let's go ahead and run this and see what it looks like. All right. All right. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got one line of code, 99 more to go. All right. So we need to open up that text file, right? And for this text file, just to make it easy and simple, let's go ahead and right click on the project on the random picker, right click on it. And let's add a new item. And then we're going to look for, scroll down, see if you find text file.
Yeah.
There you go. Select text file. And then replace that name, text file 1, replace that with, I don't know, what do you call them? Candidates? Are they candidates or are they, what are they?
Yeah, I would call them candidates.
All right, we'll do candidates. And go ahead and add that. And so let's go and grab, copy all that text into here. The name, yeah, Control A, and then Control C, and then Control V into this puppy here. And go ahead and save this. So there's our line numbers, right? Now we got line numbers. So those are going to be our numbers. 1. So we need to pick a random number between 1 and 144. Good so far?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and save this. And what we need to do is, because it's a text file, it's not part of any type of program, and the compiler knows it's just text. We need to copy it into where the executable is located. So right click on that candidates.txt and go to properties. And we're going to change, you see the copy to output? We're going to select the down arrow on do not copy. And we're going to say copy always. So this way it just copies it right into where the executable is being compiled. So that way we don't have to go search for it anywhere. All right. All right, let's go back to the code. So we need to open up this text file. And we know that it's located wherever random picker is being compiled and copied into. That's where that candidates.txt file is going to exist. So we need to open it. How do we open it, Jeff?
What? Open the text file?
Yeah. Am I gonna have to do some Googling here?
Yeah, I think so. Because I was going to do the same thing.
This is the life of a programmer. It's like, oh man, how do I open it? All right, so we need to use what they call a stream reader. Okay, so that we can just stream it as we're reading it. All right. But a stream reader is an unmanaged resource because it's considered an unmanaged because it goes outside of the .NET sandbox. It has to go to the hard drive. And so that means that it's unmanaged. And so we need to be able to clean up anything that we access outside of the sandbox. So we're going to be using, you remember when we were using ADO.NET to access SQL, we use that using statement?
Yeah.
Remember, Jonathan? So we need to use the same thing. So type in using tab, and that'll set us up with the template. And that resource, we're going to replace it with stream reader, capital S stream, and then capital R reader.
Stream.
But let's just test to see what this is doing. On line 16, just do a console write S and see what it does. So remember, you could do a CW, or is it CW? Yeah, CW. Yeah. And then just put an S. And let's just run it. Let's see what we got with this. Let's see if this even works.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool. These question marks.
What is that question mark from?
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Different letters.
Oh, interesting. So we have double byte characters, huh?
Yeah.
How do we Does that mean that this guy is not in the US?
Yeah, he's already disqualified.
He's already disqualified. Sorry,
Serin.
McChelly.
I think there's a couple more too, but
Oh, line 22.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got to be in the US.
All right.
You want to just scroll, see if there's any more? Oh, go ahead and run it, see if we get any more.
I think that was it.
That was it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So we're able to read the contents and we're able to write it out. Okay. And so what I'm thinking is that we can put it into a list or an array. Okay. And when we pick that random number that is generated, it just goes and grabs the item from the array and say, here's your winner. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is after line 10, let's set up another variable. We're going to set up a list. So type in capital L list. And then you're going to open up the greater than and less than. And then inside of that, you're going to put string. And you're going to want to remove the space between list and the less than sign. And then go ahead and fix that error. Yep, that's it. Okay, so what is your level of confidence, Jeff, that this is going to work on the first time?
Let me take a look. Random. I'm 100% confident, Victor.
Are you kidding me?
Even if I didn't look at the code, if I just knew you help counter method, that's all I need. If your name is anywhere on coding, that's it. That's all I need to know.
Right.
Oh man, that's not good. Okay, so Jonathan, what is your level of confidence that this is going to work?
I feel like we have this figured out. Like we could do this. It looks workable.
Okay. So let's just read through it. Okay, this is important. So we're gonna console write line, and what does console write line do? It adds a line and a carriage return, which means that our console write line on line 23 is going to show up on a different line. Do we want it to show up on the same line or on a different line?
Same line. It'll be all
the same line, right? So on line 11, we need to remove that line. We need to just say console write. And that will prevent it from a carriage return, okay? And this way, the write line on 23 will show up right next to it. But we already know that this is just white characters. So what I'm thinking is that we should change the color so that we can identify the lettering. So let's start a new line after 10. And let's do console dot, I think it's foreground. Is that what it is? Foreground color. Yeah, equals. And then, yeah, go ahead and console color, go ahead and tab. And then put a period. And let's choose, I don't know.
Green.
Yeah.
Green? All right. And then terminate that with a semicolon. But I would say that the winner needs to be a different color.
Okay.
So after line 23, let's change to a different color.
Blue? Maybe?
Well, it needs to be something visible because remember we're on video.
Yeah, that's right. Yellow?
Yellow?
Yellow.
All right. So it's going to show up. So the message, the winner of R2C raffle for the month of the month is going to be in yellow and green, and then the actual number and the winner is going to be in yellow. All right. So go ahead and semicolon off at the end of that. Okay. So we go and create a variable on line 13 that is just an empty list of strings. Okay. We just say, hey, we're just going to create a list of strings. And just imagine your candidate text file in memory. That's essentially what we're doing, right? We're going to put that, we're creating a list that we can do. And then on line 14, we say use the stream reader. And we know that this code works, right? Because we ran it once. The stream reader is going to go and open up the candidate.txt file and begin, it just basically opens up a handle. It just opens the door so that it can start reading line by line. And then we set up a variable on line 16 that says, we're gonna use this variable S, and the type of S is a string. Okay, so we're already telling the program, this is a string. On line 17, we're gonna just sit there and say, hey, while you read each line, go ahead and assign it to this S until it no longer equals null. In other words, once you reaches the end of the file, it's gonna return a null. And at that point, the while loop bails. It says, I'm out, that's it, there's nothing else to read. And every time it reads, it's gonna add it to the list that we have in memory. So we're just creating 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way down the list. And then once we finish reading them and we put it in memory, we go and we start creating our random number, right? So we open up our random number generator, which is called random, built into the .NET framework. And we say, go get us a random number, the next random number, but the maximum number is the amount of candidates that we have in our list, and assign that to variable I, which is an integer. And then we change the foreground color, which is changing the color of the font that we're going to be displaying. And on line 25, it announces the winner.
All right.
All right, so let's do a Control-Shift-S. Let's save everything. Make sure Control-Shift-S because your candidates file is not saved. Okay, so this way we get it to save and it copies the file and everything. And I think this is it. You know, good luck. Hang on. Good luck to all the Raffle candidates. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you win, whoever you are. Go ahead and press play, and let's figure out who our winner is.
Here we go.
And the winner, drum roll, Francois Jean, number 30.
Wow.
All right, Francois.
We have a winner.
Let's take a screenshot of that, Jonathan. And that's what you're going to be messaging to that person. Now, what happens if they're outside the country? Francois?
Might be from France.
Yeah.
Sounds French.
France. Should we select a runner-up in case
Yeah.
that's the case?
Let's do it.
All
Press
right.
play again. This is for the runner-up in case Francois is outside the country.
Cool. We have 97, Joanna Escrudo.
All right, me take a picture of that. Excellent, got it. So if Francois is outside of the US, I'm sorry, Francois, you just don't qualify. We don't have the funds to send it out to France. Our second winner is, who was it? Congratulations, Joanna Escudero. Jonathan will be reaching out to you so that you can select your choice of merchandise, and we'll mail that right out to you. And we appreciate you subscribing to our channel.
And even if you didn't get picked by the randomizer, you're still a winner just by watching this podcast.
Right. I like your attitude, Jeff. All right, until next month for this random picker.